Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, I'm a little sick today. Just like the last 2 days, it's just been kind of building up, and I've actually woke up and I haven't really talked this morning. Now that I'm actually talking out loud quite a bit, I realise how bad my voice sounds. But anyway, so I've seen a few videos, people doing TikTok trends, makeup hacks and makeup trends. So I thought I would give it a try. So I've just wrote down a few on this little price tag thing that I want to try out and just see how they go. So the first one is powder before foundation. So I'm just using some E45. I know people mixed opinions about E45, but I think it's really good for me in the winter when my skin feels super dry, and I like to use quite a bit. So I will let it dry in before I put powder on, but I think this technique is probably really good if someone has very oily skin and they really want to mattify it. For me, I don't have very oily skin. I don't have very dry skin. I just have kind of dry patches around my nose and a little on my forehead. So we'll give it a try and see. I'm just gonna let this set in for a minute and then we'll be back to put the powder on. Right, so now that's kind of set in, I always find this cream kind of leaves my skin a little bit sticky, so I don't think it's probably the best cream to use, but I've already started. I'm going to see how it goes on one side, and if it starts to go on funny, I'm going to add some bio oil on top. So I'm using Carter Beauty setting powder because it's my favourite, and everyone's been using actual setting powder and not pressed powder. So we're just going to get a little on the brush, just going to press it into the skin. And I think because you have the cream on already, it's better off to brush it in. But if you do have super dry skin, I don't think this is the best option. It does give a really mattifying effect. I don't know if you can see the difference. I think on the camera it might be coming up a little bit more colourful than in real life. Sorry, my breathing's probably quite heavy because I can only breathe through one nostril at the moment. And excuse the eyebrows, I'm trying to let them grow out, so I won't even talk about them. But it's literally just mattified my whole nose as well. The idea is to kind of dry off the cream a little, so I'm just trying to feel all over. It seems to be pretty much set in. So normally I will colour correct, but because I'm doing my makeup this way, I don't really want to colour correct, so I'm going to use foundation. And I just got this little brush set, unicorn makeup brushes, from somewhere before, and I'm just going to apply the foundation. Now I would presume doing this you'd need to use a lot more foundation because your skin is going to feel quite dry. But I think the idea of it is that your makeup lasts longer, so we shall see. Because after this video I'm actually going to be dyeing my hair green for fun, so hopefully it might last that whole process. Yeah, so I practically use nearly a full pump on one cheek. I would never normally have to do that on a day-to-day. We're all on, and I'm going to do, the foundation I used was Rimmel Match Perfection in Classic Beige, and I like wearing this when I tan on because I think it always matches in quite well. So Classic Beige and I tan on. So then for concealer, I'm going to use Catrice Liquid Camouflage Waterproof. I actually think this is probably one of the best concealers. So we're just going to do light conceal, because there's other things that have to go on the face as well, so I don't really want to do a whole big makeup moment because I'm gonna have to add in loads of other stuff as well. But this concealer is actually one of the best. Like, it gives really good coverage, and I don't know if 005 is the lightest one because it doesn't really say. Coverage is insane. One thing I forgot to do, which I'm quickly going to do now, is put on a little bit of lip balm because I do have to cover my lips in a few minutes. So I just want to put a little bit of lip balm. This is Carmex Plus Lip Balm. It gives off a little bit of colour, but it's got really nice hydration, which is really nice for day to day. And then for my brows, I'm just going to put brow gel on. All done. And then the next thing is something that I actually do quite regular, is I use lipstick as blush. But I tend to use like a lip crayon because it's very moisturized. See how it goes on. But everyone seems to be using a lipstick, and since I've never done it with a lipstick, I'm going to. So I've got MAC in Satin. Actually, I haven't got a lot of this left, but I'm trying to not use MAC anymore, so I'm using it all up. But yeah, so just gonna pump a little on. It can spray quite easily, so just be careful when you're doing it. And then get a blusher brush So this is a Real Technique buffer brush. And then normally why I don't use lipsticks is because I always find they're a little bit tougher. Lip balms and lip crayons seems to be a little bit better. They're spreadable wise. I'm actually just put my blush on a lot higher than I normally would, so my cheeks are so high now. But why I like using different lipsticks is because, I mean, you can go for like a kind of nudie orangey color. You can go for all different kind of colors on your cheeks so that happen to have loads of blushers. So that's why I like to do it. And you can see it gives off so much coverage and so much color. So that one for me is like the one that I use all the time. This is a Catrice Brow Colorist. I think this is in the darkest shade you can get it in. And it is quite dark, so just lightly brush it over your brows. Kind of like a day-to-day thing, like when I go to work or just take my day off and I'm just faffing about. I tend to not draw on too much on my brows, really. I mean, now that they're slightly kind of growing out and there's hairs and stuff, and sometimes I'll like conceal under them and stuff just to kind of fix them. But I'm not too fussed about that, to be honest, on the day-to-day. Taking photos and stuff, I'll probably want to do it a bit more. So now we're going to powder. And when you powder over, I'm not going to bake, I'm just going to literally just apply the powder on. And so then for bronzer, I'm going to use the Kate Rimmel Contour Kit bronze palette. You can get one that has a highlighter and a blusher, which is really nice actually, but I just have this one handy because I just kind of wanted to do this like makeup hacks with kind of my everyday stuff, and this is one of that blush is quite intense for me. I'd never use my blush that intense on a day-to-day, but it happened and we're here. And blusher, there's only a few kind of makeup hacks I use. I didn't want to make this video too long, if I'm honest. But blusher then, or highlighter, I'm going to use Blushing Hearts by Makeup Revolution. Okay, now that I have everything kind of on and the foundation is sitting really well, actually. That well, better than I thought it would. So with high hopes. And on a day-to-day, I never mascara my bottom lashes. I just blink a bit and it kind of gets onto the bottom and kind of makes them stand out a little bit more. But fake freckles. So I'm actually going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade because it's already kind of liquefied and mattified. I've tried using a few different things. But this one seems to work out for me. So I just kind of use a super small brush. And there's some product in the lid, which I like to use because it's product that you need to use anyway. So just give it a little dip. I test it on my hands. So I kind of just tap it on my hands to make sure that it's not too dark. And then you just kind of want to tap it all over your face. You can see? Don't press into your skin. Just give it a light little puff. I've seen loads of different ways you could do this. And maybe this is the longest way because you have to go one by one across. But for me, I just prefer to do one by one across and then it works out well. Messed up a few of them, but then I just get my sponge, or you can use your foundation brush and I just pat on top. Don't want your freckles to look all the same because my boyfriend has freckles and I know they don't all look the same all the time. So they're all quite different. But I think fake freckles kind of always look a little fake in my eyes. I think you can tell when someone has fake freckles on, but you're just going to go with it anyway. Just going to get a little bit of tissue and wipe off my lip. These lip videos I see, just going to use a little bit of concealer. All these lip videos I see, I find them really confuffling a little bit just because it's like when you don't have lip fillers, your lips aren't expanded at all, so your lips still have all the cracks, you see. And it, you know, when you use a lipstick and moisturize and lip balm, whatever, it does soften it a bit. But if you don't have lip fillers, there's always going to be a few wrinkles. So using certain colors of lip products isn't going to work. But what I'm going to use today is Rumour by Primark, and I'm just going to outline my lips a little. And you kind of want to keep that bent but slightly overdrawn. My upper lip, I don't really overdraw too much because I was thinking it kind of stands out anyway. But my bottom lip line, I tend to extend a little bit just because it gives off that little bit more of a dramatic effect. And it gives off my pout a little bit more. And then I'm going to use Obsessed by H&B Cosmetics. And I just find this one in particular, this matte lipstick, it always makes my lips appear a little bit bigger anyway. So then once that's dry, and I'm going to put on a lighter lipstick on top. But lashes, so applying lashes underneath, which I don't know how I'm gonna do. Actually, I haven't tried it at all. So I have some one strip lashes and like little ones. So I think I'm gonna try these little ones first. They're just from Primark, I think. Not use them anyway, so I'm like, I might as well just use them up. So I'm gonna go for the medium lip ones. I'm just gonna kind of see how they're meant to go on. To do my YouTube video on a Monday and a Tuesday because then I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I'm with my boyfriend, so I don't want to film. So it's just really annoying. I'm sick today, but I still want to do this because I wanted to try out this lash thing anyway, and I kept kind of procrastinating doing it, and I was doing it through this whole video. I was waiting to the very last second to do it. So a little bit of glue on, maybe a little too much glue on it. Okay, but she kind of lifted up her eyelashes and went under. I just feel like the fumes are going to get into my eyes. No, that didn't work at all. Let's try one more time. I just kind of look straight ahead, slightly up. Actually more just time consuming doing it with little lashes. I figured it would work a lot better for me. I would just want to keep my eyes as open as possible just because I can see the glue is still a little wet and I don't want to get the glue in my eyes. Because they're underneath, it's kind of taken away some of the length of the lash, and I just think it's making them look more natural because they look shorter maybe. I'm using the medium length ones. Understand why they look more natural because I can see it's just making my own lashes look a little bit more natural. I don't know if that's ever the effect I want to go for personally, because I always feel like if I'm wearing lashes I want them to stand out a little bit. So I think it does work with a lot of patience. I have two of the outside ones on and I'm just going to take them off if I'm honest. I think it would work at a lot of patience, but I'm after spending about 5 minutes and some glue in my eyes there. And it didn't work particularly well for me. But I think with a bit of practice it would, so I wouldn't knock using that. And then the last thing is just putting a lighter lip balm and lighter lipstick in the middle of your lip. Oh, this is the end of my video. All in all, I think everything I did, some of the fake freckles, the longer you look at them you realise it's not my face. But I did powder first, which I've only had this on about a half an hour while doing this video. But I can see why people would use it because my face does feel a lot more mattified. My highlighter has not come out as bright as it normally would. Anyway, this is the end of the video. Oh, it's probably not going to be too long because I only did a few because there's lots of makeup hacks that I would have to redo my makeup and start all over again to try different ones. But yeah. So I've really enjoyed this, trying some new stuff out and trying to figure out, but they're just 4 of my kind of favorite, or 5 because the lips as well. So they're just 5 of my favorite ones. I do have some other tips and tricks to kind of improve your makeup, so check out some other videos. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Check out all my other social medias below, including my new blog at colleens.creations.com, or sorry, www.colleenscreations.com. I'm going to have a new blog up very soon, and yeah, that's it. So thank you so much and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.